Hey, YouTube family, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's a wonderful day. It's a wonderful Friday. It's actually raining outside. It's cool. It's not sunny. So it's a good Friday. Guys, I just want to thank you for building my YouTube community. We are now growing into 383 subscribers in our YouTube channel. Thank you so much. I feel humbled. I feel honored for you to be part in my YouTube community. If you're new and a new person in my YouTube channel, actually click the red button subscribe so that you can be part of our community, and also click the bell so that you can click the bell and click all so that you can stay notified in every video that we post here in YouTube. Also, if you haven't followed us on Instagram, it's time for you to actually follow us. Click the Instagram logo up the subscribe button so that you can also be part of our Instagram community. Also, if you haven't checked or haven't joined our Telegram channel, it's time for you to actually join my Telegram channel so that you can also be notified and get important tips that we share also on market signal. Sometimes I share free market signal in my Telegram channel. Also, if you haven't actually checked our website, we now have our website. It's actually live and it's working. So you need to go and check in our website. In fact, we have something very good coming. Guess what? In the events and news updates, we are going to launch a volatility training coming up soon on 20th of April. So be the first one to grab this chance. Make sure that you make a booking, you book your seat, comment on this video below if you actually want to get training on volatility indexes. Actually, it's going to be my first training to my students, for my new students in volatility indexes. I actually share only my setups with Signal members, premium Signal members, but I've never taught how to trade volatility training. The students I have they have only learned how to trade Forex. So I have an amazing strategy, a powerful strategy that you can use to trade volatility indices. We have been trading volatility indexes in our previous videos. Check the previous videos above. We have actually shared my analysis and my knowledge on how actually some few tips how to trade volatility index. But if you want to get the comprehensive course on how to go trading volatility index step by step, you should actually book your seat and wait for a volatility training coming up. If you want to check the price, go and click service in my website so that you can see how much we actually charge for training on volatility index. So that is the price that we charge trading volatility index, but also you can see prices for other services that we offer. Also, if you can also check the payment method for you to actually make your payment if you want to actually go through the training in volatility index. Make sure you comment below if you're interested in our coming up training. Guys, today I have something amazing for you. It's actually something I've never shared before. So I thought I should take opportunity of this time whereby people are actually staying at home so that they can be able to learn something in the market. So guys, I'm going to share 10 trading tips or 10 trading secrets that I use in trading. These are the most important things that you actually be aware if actually you're a beginner or you want to venture in trading financial market. So these are the most important things that you actually need to consider. You actually need to know and understand why trading financial market. So I'm going to share what you need to know before trading Forex. So this is a powerful and comprehensive a short briefing or guide to how to go about trading financial market, trading Forex in the market. So I'm going to share 10 tips on how to actually trade successful in Forex market. Tip number one, find a mentor. Tip number one is find a mentor. You need someone who can actually hold your hand in your Forex journey. Guys, once I started myself, I also found a mentor, someone who can actually go with me step by step, side by side, to be able to teach me, to mentor me on how to trade financial market. How do you get a mentor? Do yourself enough reviews and research. There are so many mentors claiming to be, there are so many people who are claiming to be mentors in social media, but some of them are scammers. So you need to actually get a trusted mentor who can actually hold your hand. For example, for myself, I have students. I have about 80 students all over the world. And some of my students have actually made a profound step and a profound growth in their trading career. There is one student who has actually bought a new car. Check in the link above. Check in the link above. There is a student who has actually bought his new car. There is also a student who actually has made 5 figures. 5 figures, guys. Those are powerful testimony and reviews that you need to actually check and research how much impact this mentor has made to students or clients that she or he is saving. If you go to my Telegram or to my Instagram page, you can see a lot of testimonies or feedback from my students and my clients. So that's also is one of the things that to any mentor, if you're looking to be mentored by, you should check and actually find out what are the impacts, what are the things, or what are the value this mentor has actually added to his or her student, right? So that is actually very, very important. Well, another thing that you need to understand is cheap is expensive. Some of the mentors, they claim to train students for $10, $20, but think for yourself. Forex trading actually is a big market, trading over $6 to $7 trillion a day. So that is actually a lot of money. Do you think if you pay someone $10, $15 is actually enough for you to get actually exclusive or a comprehensive course to make you win in the Forex market? So choose or look for a mentor who has a reasonable price, not too low price, but also not too high price. So you choose a mentor who has a reasonable price that you can afford to pay, so that you can actually be mentored. Also, a best mentor is the one who has proven best result from his or her clients. I've explained this before, that you need to actually see reviews, see what people actually say about this mentor, see what impact, what are the positive impact this mentor has actually had to the students or client she or he has been saving. Tip number 2, trading strategy. Guys, you need to pick a trading strategy that can suit your trading style. So you can pick one or two. Myself, I have two trading strategy, that is price action and market maker method. Market maker method is one of the most powerful strategy that I use and I teach my students, and also price action. So you need to actually choose and stick to one strategy. Don't jump from one strategy to another because it will confuse you. You just need to choose one strategy and to stick on it. Why do I insist for you to stick in in one strategy. You need to stick in one strategy because there is no 100% strategy in the market. There is no 100% winning strategy in the market. Why? Because if there were 100% winning strategy, perhaps you wouldn't find the financial market today, because the people who actually have been trading financial market before, they could have always been winning when that is not possible. It's not that you are going to be losing, no, but there is no 100% winning strategy, because Forex trading is a probability business, right? So you need to actually build consistency and see what actually works and what doesn't work. So if you choose one strategy and you stick to it, and you actually use and practice, you will see and you find that this is what works for me, this is what suits my trading style, so that you can be able to grow yourself during the or in your trading journey. So that is very, very important. Find and pick a good trading strategy. Tip number 3 is practice. Once you have actually picked that strategy, make sure to practice it. Where do you actually practice it? Practice that strategy in a demo account. Do not practice the new strategy in your live account. Why? There's ups and downs, that fine tunings during your actually while you're mastering your strategy. So it's quite important for you to actually test your strategy in a demo account. Also, do not cheat yourself. If you start with $100 live account, make sure demo account also reflects what you're going to be trading in a live account. I see most Forex traders, I see most beginners, they start with $100,000 in their demo account or $1 million in the demo account. You have to ask yourself, is that the amount of money that you're going to trade in your live account? If it's not, then pick the amount of money that you're actually going to trade in your live account. You want to have the same feeling once you actually come into your live account. That's the essence of you trading a reasonable amount of money in your demo account. Also, do not trade your demo account for too long. Why do I insist that? Because you need to actually grow. You need to actually start getting a feeling of how to actually trading your live account. So that's the essence of you actually practicing your strategy. Tip number 4, have a Forex journal or have a Forex plan. You need to plan ahead of time. You need to actually do your analysis, project, and anticipate the moves. So if you have actually checked my previous analysis I've shared here in YouTube, link above, so you could see that you need to actually prepare, you need to anticipate where the market is going, but do not go ahead of the market. Always be behind the market, project and anticipate where potential the market is going to move. Wait for your setup to come in your way. If the setup doesn't come to your way, it's okay. You can leave and come back again later on. Documenting your journey is quite important because you want to see what works and what doesn't work. So you need to correct and improve where you actually make a mistake so that you can actually improve while you are growing your trading account. Tip number 5 is be very selective. Be extremely selective while you're trading in the market. As a beginner, do not trade all pairs at once because other pairs are very, very aggressive. So you need to stick to very few pairs whereby you can master them, and later on you can start slowly adding more pairs in your trading portfolios, right? So choose very few pairs for which you can master them and build yourself consistency in trading them. Once you master them, you can add more and actually build more confidence in trading. So it is important for you to actually pick some few pairs which you can actually trade, and while you are actually growing yourself up. So that is quite important for you. All right, tip number 6 is, we are in tip number 6. Tip number 6 is risk management. You need to actually manage your risk as much as possible while you are in your trade. Using stop loss is quite crucial and important in every trade that you take. So make sure you use a stop loss, a reasonable stop loss that does not actually harm your trading account. Another thing is use a correct lot size according to your account size. Depending on your account size, you need to choose and see what is the correct lot size to use. If you use a high lot size in a small account, you are actually risking so much of your account, and it can actually be blown away. So use a correct and a proper lot size in every trade that you actually take. Invest what you're willing to lose. Do not take all your saving into a trading account, because trading Forex is actually an extremely risk. So you need only to trade the amount of money that you are willing to lose, and determine how much you can actually afford to risk in every trade. The recommended amount is 1 to 3% of your capital. So depending on your capital, so only risk 1 to 3%. That one you can be able to be consistent over time, because that's a small amount you are losing actually, or you are risking out of your capital. So it's quite important. Tip number 7 is be patient and do not be greedy. This is what harms most of Forex traders. Forex is not a get quick scheme. Forex is not a get quick rich scheme. You do not expect that today you start trading Forex and tomorrow you make a $1 million profit. It doesn't work that way. You need to start small and build yourself up. You need to celebrate your smallest achievement, so that over time, that compounding effect, you can be able to actually grow in your trading career. Be patient enough to wait for your setup. Trade at your own pace. Some traders, they have a long experience, they have quite a huge knowledge. You cannot go actually with their pace. So you need to determine how much you can go. Do not go with the flock. Go with your own pace, that you can actually grow your trading account. Consistently is key. Trading your account in a more consistent way is quite important than actually going speed. Do not be greedy. Also, do not over leverage your account. Most people, once they make a good profit today, they think, or they want to make the same amount of profit the next day and the next day and the next day. Sometimes it doesn't work that way. So you need to actually lower or remove your greed. Be happy with your small achievement. Be happy with the profit that you get out of the market. Tip number 8 is take a break. Trading Forex involves a lot of emotions, and emotion creeps in when you have made actually a big loss, a big profit. So in the case where you make a big loss, sometimes you become less confident. You don't trust yourself anymore, and sometimes you don't even trust your mentor or your strategy. I have told you previously that trading Forex is a probability business. It also it's a high risk. So you need actually to lower your emotions to become very, very comfortable when you actually trade. So take periodic break once you are in your trade. Sometimes I take 1 or 2 days break. Sometimes I even go for a week out of the market. You have to take a break. You just need to know what works, what doesn't work, what kind of mistake you have made previously, and you need to correct in the future. You have to understand that not trading is part of trading. Taking a break in Forex trading is quite crucial and important, and it's part of trading. So make sure you have you're taking a break in your Forex trading. Make sure that you actually refresh yourself, come back to the market once while you are already fresh, so that you can be able to see new potential setups. Relax and take it easy. The market has been there for a while. It is going to be there for a long period of time. So you need to actually take a break. Tip number 9 is withdraw your profit. Make sure that your profit is secured. You need to withdraw your profit and celebrate your winning, guys. This is a business like any other business. You can either withdraw your profit and celebrate. You can either withdraw your profit and save it somewhere else. So it is quite important for you to actually secure your capital. Once sometimes you make a lot of profit or consistent profit, sometimes we tend to be overconfident. So in order to secure your capital, withdraw some of your money and put it somewhere else. It is advised that you grow your bank account than growing your trading account. I know some people, they want to grow $100 to $1,000, but it's also important for you to grow your bank account because your bank account is safe than your trading account. I'm not saying that your Forex broker is not a trusted one, no, but you have to know that once you have money in your bank account is quite safe because you don't have that emotion to want to trade every time, and your money in the bank is actually safe. Last tip number 10, choose a good broker. Choosing a good broker is one of the crucial and important things in trading Forex. You need to actually select a broker that has a good review and ranking online. There are quite a number of brokers, so you need to actually get a good broker. It could be you have been referred or recommended a good broker, it's okay, but also if at all you do not know which broker to use, make sure you go online and see who is the best broker. Go and see the review, see what other people are talking about that broker, see how that broker is actually ranked in relative to other brokers, so that you can be comfortable that you are actually trading with a broker who's actually trustworthy. You also need to check customer service of the broker that you have actually selected. Other brokers do not have good customer service. You need to establish a very good communication with your broker in case of anything that happens, or in case if you have any a problem that you need to get support from your broker. Another thing is check trading spread and commission. Because you are trading, you need to actually pick a broker that has a good commission and spread. Other brokers, they have high and huge spread, which can compromise with your trading. So choose a broker that has a good spread and good commission. Lastly, deposit and withdraw option. Check or choose a broker that has a very good and actually comfortable deposit and withdraw options. You need to be able to access your money all the time that you need. So choose a broker that actually has a good depositing and withdraw options. It is important because once you want your money, you can always get your money at any time. So guys, those are 10 important tips I thought that I should share with you so that you can be aware while trading financial market. At this time whereby people are staying at home and they're actually working at home, so I thought that you need to also, apart from trading, but you also need to keep your skills and knowledge in check so that you can be aware of these important things while you are actually trading financial market. Those are the most important things that actually you need to consider while if actually you are a beginner or you are an intermediate trader in financial market. So before we actually call it a day, I want to actually remind you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe and turn your notification button on and click all so that you can be notified in all our videos that we post. Also, do not forget to actually click to our Instagram page, follow us on Instagram, and join us in our Telegram community. Also, we are going to actually launch a volatility training. So comment below if you're looking into getting a training on volatility index. It's going to be a fantastic journey. It's going to be a fantastic experience in trading volatility index. So guys, thank you so much. Until I'll check up with you again in my next videos, and be a part and stay with us by subscribing and also by actually click the notification button. Also, click the thumb up and like button so that you can like our video. You can actually give us a very good recommendation on our actually on what we actually share. So I will see you in my next video. Bye and cheers.